But as we talk about the mom has a right to, be open and say that she needs help or whatever the case is. I want to get y'all thoughts about this last one. And this is a mom that took the social media to really vent because her child actually has special needs. Okay. So let me get that one up here.
Having a kid with special fucking needs is not for the weak. Why is 40 bottles of fucking water gone? Because he didn't want to open the same fucking bottle and drink his backwash. Why are your flops broken from you flipping them up in the fucking air, catching them and smashing them on the ground, or scooting your fucking feet up all the way to the edge of the fucking surface and popping them bitch? I love my son, my ponytail coming off. That's how stressed I am, y'all. I can't fucking take it. I can't fucking take it. I'm having one of those moments. I'm having one of those moments. I'm having one of those moments. I'm having one of those fucking moments because I have... It's okay.
Wow.
Ooh, child.
Wow.
I'ma just tell y'all right now. I honestly feel like y'all get mad at people for getting online and talking like this.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I low-key feel like this is the response to y'all not being honest about motherhood. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is the response to y'all not keeping it real with people about the real, like, y'all, when I tell y'all, it's like one of my greatest fears to have a special needs kid, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to have the patience. And I had a cousin that was special needs. Like she, I think it was considered Down syndrome, but she was much older, right? My dad had to take responsibility for her. And I can remember her at like 50 something years old, shitting in the bed, like shitting. Like she knows the bathroom is across the hall, but she shit in the bed. And my mom had to like wake up in the middle of the night and clean that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put her in Volunteers of America. And, my dad is the one that's responsible for her estate. So every month, I'm saying, sometimes more than once a month, depending on what was going on, we would have to go down there, talk to the people, spend some time with her. And there were a whole bunch of other people in his home, right? So this is the people that's like sitting there drooling. This is the people that's just making loud noises out of nowhere. Like they just, that type of thing is going on in this home. And as a kid, I'm having to go there and keep my, you know what I'm saying? Like understand that these are people that can't control what's going on, and to not show disgust or show being uncomfortable on my face. So I having like firsthand experience and seeing how difficult that shit can be.
Yeah.
I can't even really get mad at her because she not even complaining about him doing just stuff that's just aggravating. She's complaining about the stuff she's going to have to financially replace. That's, what I'm saying? Everything we just talked about before we got on live, how expensive everything is. I mean, well, we talked about it on live, but like I low-key feel like that was a moment of her letting it off her chest. And there are people out there that need to see that shit, because y'all really be out here making motherfuckers think that motherhood and parenting is so easy and you're going to have a biological connection with your kid that's going to protect you from ever feeling this amount of anger toward. Like, I feel like y'all don't keep it above. So I'm low-key not even mad. I just hope that her getting her frustration off helps her to be able to handle it in the best way when she's actually with her child. You know what I'm saying? Because her child ain't nowhere around in this video from what it looked like. So, you know what I'm saying? Girl, get it off your chest.
So let me tell y'all, I was laughing. I was laughing because that was the wildest thing for me to hear about. I know he's special needs. It's just the concept of him drinking 40 bottles of water because he didn't want to drink his own backwash. I was like, damn, that is wild. Like, that is wild. But I'll say this. I feel for her. And it's something that I've thought about very often because my sister-in-law has a child who is special needs, but not because he has like Down syndrome. He has something called Dravet syndrome, where he has seizures all the time,
Oh
like
wow.
all the time, all types of seizures. And she's a single mom. And I think about how stressful that is for her, because as he gets older, it's not like he becomes more independent. Like, you literally have a child for the rest of your life. And just that amount of stress. And also thinking about having to like pay for stuff. I think about it all the time, pray for her all the time. So this mother right here, I feel horrible for her. And anytime I see people in public, like, I know raising kids is hard enough. Like, I understand that. But seeing people with special needs kids and having to have the patience for that, also having to deal with the ignorance from people when it comes to your
Mm-hmm.
child, it's a lot. So I feel horrible for her. And I'm glad she's being real, but I hope that she also village, like Bondi said. I
Yeah,
think it's
She
that's what I
need
important.
was
help.
thinking about. Yeah,
A
that's what
lot.
it was sounding like. Like she need help for
Yeah, I feel
sure.
like a lot of the things, somebody needs to talk more about the disconnect between like, or yeah, the disconnect or what's not being communicated about women feeling this way and them not having a village. Like, are you more likely to have postpartum when you feel like you don't have the help, or you don't have the finances? Like, I'm sure you are, but why aren't people talking about it?
And it's also like the shame and guilt of not wanting to express how hard it is, even though you need to
Yeah.
say it. Like, you need to get it off your chest. Because honestly, like, everybody makes it seem like, if a woman expresses the type of angst, that means she doesn't care. But the fact that she's trying to get it out of her body so it doesn't take place in her relationship with her child, I
Yeah.
think is a sign that it's somebody that just needs to vent their frustration, and she should have the space to do that without being judged as a bad mom off of a
Yeah.
moment of frustration, as if everybody doesn't get, have these moments with anybody. Like, I don't even have to have a child. And the way, I sometimes want to throw my dog against a wall for doing something stupid. Like, of course, I'm not going to actually do it. That's still a little bitty, like, Olivia peed on the floor yesterday. And I'm like, bitch, that's why I don't let you out. You know what I'm saying? But I can't throw little bitty Olivia against the wall because she peed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it frustrated me. I
Yeah.
used to be way madder when I was younger. But of course, it's not the same thing as having a kid. But still, like, that moment where you see the shit and you just want to pull your fucking hair out a little bit, girl. But yeah, man, I feel like there should be space for the truth of what women go and what people period go through when they are parents, because parenting is hard, period. And I think one of the most detrimental things is pretending as if everything is always okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I was wondering whether or not she's actually getting the resources that she needs from the state and stuff
Right.
to help her take care of her kid. I don't know. I was just wondering about that. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And I also, the fact that it's on TikTok makes me wonder if maybe this isn't something she normally does, but for the community of people that may not know what it's like, being a parent to a special needs kid, she's probably showing all angles of everything. And
Yeah.
see, I do get frustrated sometimes, and this is what I'm dealing with on today or whatnot. But I can imagine, because, being a parent already is just hard, but then to deal with a special needs kids, like a special needs child, it's like you really have like no hours off, like none.
Right.
You always got to be like on alert, ready. It's a lot. And I know, especially if that might be a kid that has to go through a lot of surgeries and stuff. People don't think about that. It's a lot. And I think they need a lot of support, especially from, governmental services or whatnot.